of 2021. Emily was a fast track director, fast track advanced director. She's a wife, a mom of three beautiful little girls. She's from Blairsville, Georgia. And a fun fact about Emily is she loves reality TV shows. So Emily is also an achiever of a level 1 vacation. And Emily did that basically from July to the end of the month. So I am so excited to introduce you to this amazing leader, and I am excited for you to hear her amazing story. So take it away, Miss Emily.
Thank you so much, Ellington. I'm super nervous, so you guys bear with me, but I just want to say, hey, everybody. And as you heard from Ellington, my name is Emily. I'm married and a mom of three girls. I joined Pampered Chef at the end of June of 2021. And a little of my family background. My family has been a low-income family for quite some time, not even making it paycheck to paycheck. So talking tonight is an absolute honor and something I never even dreamed of. My biggest goal when I joined Pampered Chef was just to make $1,000 a month to help my husband pay our rent and help with a little bit of groceries, because my husband got $1 raise at work. And due to the fact of that awesome raise that we were super excited for, we lost our food stamps. So we lost $550 a month in assistance because we were $41 over the limit. So we were hardly paying our bills as it was, and now I had to add food to the table. I have been with direct sales for a few years prior with other companies, and I didn't have much success. And in those companies, they also had trips to earn, but they were way off my radar. You needed to be in like the top 10% of the company, or you could actually even buy into the trip, which to me, for a low-income mom, was definitely not happening. So when I joined Pampered Chef, it wasn't even a thought that had crossed my mind about earning an incentive trip. After about a week or so that I had joined, I had stumbled into the incentive trips page under Explore, and I clicked it out of curiosity, and I noticed that I had earned 4,800 points. I was completely flabbergasted. I was like, where did these points come from? So I went into the trip tracker, and I noticed that the first level trip was only 60,000 points. I was like, oh, I can do this. This is absolutely something that's attainable. So the first thing I did, I shot a message to my upline, Heather, to see if it was remotely possible, and then we made a game plan. And I divided up the 60,000 points and inserted them into each month remaining. And basically, I did that because for me, I take a big goal and I break it down into smaller pieces. It makes it more achievable for the way my brain works. And if I had only did it based on sales, I knew that I would need to sell $10,000 a month, which isn't impossible, but I knew that there was going to be an easier and a quicker way to do it. So that's what I planned on. So I tallied up how many people I needed to qualify, recruit, and qualify. Then I tallied up that I needed to promote myself and get paid at title. So every month I had my breakdown, and that's what I went with. And I adjusted as I needed to after every goal that I achieved. So for every 2 weeks, I checked in with my numbers and I readjusted my plan. For my family, my husband and myself, I had never imagined what Pampered Chef could possibly do for us. Not only do I now pay my rent and buy all the groceries, but my income has tripled from what my goal was set out to be. And the incentives that Pampered Chef offers was a complete dream that I realized I could turn into a reality. My husband and I have never been on a honeymoon, obviously due to our income, and we had three girls, so putting food on the table and keeping the lights on was clearly our number one goal. So as a newer consultant, I have just a few easy, doable tips. And the first one is, and I know you're going to hear this all the time, especially from your upline, is having 4 parties a week. To me, 4 parties a week is just as easy as 1 party a week, but it gives you that cushion, or like a pillow, some wiggle room for those cancellations. You know, we all have them, for those $0 parties or the parties with no interaction. And then if you skip weeks with no parties, you get super complacent, comfortable with not working your business. And coming out of that can be extremely difficult. Next, setting your goal. Pick the trip that you want to earn and break that down into little goals. I promise you, it makes it much more attainable. My goal this past year was to lose 50 pounds. So I lost 10 pounds at a time. And I know it doesn't really have one thing to do with the other, but losing 10 pounds was much more attainable than losing 40 pounds, which was my end result so far. So same thing as your points, make your game plan and set your new focus for the next month. And then finally, being super intentional with your tracking. Every week I created a new Post-it note, and I wrote how many points I had and what I needed to do that week. Sometimes you can do 2 weeks too, but I'm super OCD, so I did it every week. But be intentional, and doing all of this for earning a trip, you're also making amazing commission, as well as earning all of those other incredible incentive trips. But thank you guys so much for your time. I hope I helped a little bit as a newer consultant, and I hope you guys start this new year off to a great start.